All right, this is something of a swing review, but also just a general understanding the concept of the E-Bell and how you want to train with it. So, this is for Dana. I'm going to show you his swing with the E-Bell and the club.
10 of those. And I'll do half swings, about 10 of those. And then I'll go into full swings. Right?
Yep.
So, the sort of fundamental task you're trying to get to, or fundamental understanding, is how do you produce efficient power in a golf swing. So, most of us will swing in this sort of synchronized way. Let me see if I can do it. We're using some muscular force of the upper body and kind of moving with it. There, I've gotten it. So that would be a fair amount of energy and it doesn't produce a ton of speed when you do this. So, except that the more physical force you add to it, you can produce more speed, but it's not very efficient. So what you're looking for is efficient speed. And here's how you get there. So, first off, you want to relax your upper body. And the reason for this is not that you want to ultimately, in the swing, have sort of zero tension in your arms. That's not really correct. But for the purpose of this learning, you want to learn how to drive the swing with your lower body and not use the muscles of your upper body to create force. So let this hang. You're deliberately going for most swing with least amount of effort. So your body will determine less effort is to use the big muscles of your lower body. So I'm just going to start this swinging. And my task right now is bigger swing, but keep this upper body relatively passive. So now you're starting to see a different pattern, which is the shifting motion from leg to leg is what's driving now this. So very little effort in my upper body to do this. It's really a feeling of step, turn, step, turn, step, turn, step, turn, step, turn. So work with that and pick a focal point. So it could be, say, your lead foot, could be your shoulder, could be the center of your body. You could go for like the Dantian, they call it in Asian martial arts. So I'll pick the center of my body. So what I'm feeling now with the center of my body is center of my body brings everything back, center of my body leads the motion, and this follows. So I've got that feeling in my body. And now I'm going to transfer that feeling to swinging a club here. So, feeling is this to this is driving everything. So, again, my arms are holding some structure now with a club, because if they weren't holding structure, they wouldn't move with my body. So, some structure in the arms, and then feeling the same timing, sequence, power source, which is I'm driving this, focusing now on this, bringing everything through. So feel where that lands. So a lot of people have a habit of taking a practice swing and then reaching for the ball, or not really getting themselves in the same position. If you do that, there's no way to do the motion correctly. So find where the motion lands And now I can kind of look down as a reference to my foot. Bring that to the same place. And now the focus is not on hitting the ball, but on the motion with the club being the same as the E-bell. So extremely low effort and still like, 3/4 of a club. So another way to feel it with the E-bell, it's easier, but little step drill where you step and then go. So now I'll do a little, so that's where you want to start and feel when it's pure. By that I mean you don't do something else, you don't have some intention, you're just moving that motion through the ball. So really feel that motion move through the ball. Think that you're still swinging the E-bell, really. That was close. My habit is to want to hit up a little bit. So I hit up a little bit in that and I could feel it being different. So then there's phase one. I felt that was different. I would keep working, go back and forth with the E-bell till it feels really the same. Feels like what's natural to this becomes your golf swing. So other things to focus on. So you've got sequence and you've got structure. And so by structure, what I mean is this triangle of arms and club or arms and E-bell stays consistent. So we're not getting any of this in the swing. We're just getting a consistent motion here. So if you can control this motion through the ball, you're going to be able to control your club face. So club face going off is doing something like this, having an asymmetrical motion like this, where you start like this and move into this structure, which you can do. You can go this way and this way, but the simplest version is maintain this structure that's reliable. So don't finish like that. So just focus now on what are my arms doing through the ball. And then get your club. And let's notice this time. Do my arms want to do the same thing? I don't. I want to do, there's my habit. I want to roll it over and hit a big, hook. So no. Now, arm structure through the ball like that. That was well disciplined there. So yes, I maintained my arm structure. I didn't get absorbed in hitting the ball. So I'm just moving that pure motion through the ball. And then as you build up and feel like you can maintain that motion and not start adding things, then finally you're going to add a speed element, which is to speed up the transfer of weight to the front side. So that's the element that becomes faster now. So you can see if I shift hard, shift hard, shift hard, I add a bunch of energy. Now same thing. Get my structure, feel my motion first. And then speed it up by shifting hard. Okay, and now a nice hard shift. So I didn't change really the timing much or anything, just sped up this aspect to add more speed. So faster shift, and then obviously longer swing now would be the last step. Obviously you can go too far, but try a longer swing. shift. A little bit off the toe, not bad. So, pretty good swing. So, back and forth with the trainer and the club, and your real task is get a good feeling for that, get an efficient swing, has a little leading by the lower body, and then really just focus on, can I make my swing of this become exactly like my swing of the E-Bell? That's the idea. So it's an intuitive process in a lot of ways, because what's natural to this is not, for a full-sized adult, the same thing that's quite natural for swinging the E-Bell. What you want to get to is what's natural for that and apply it to this. Once you've got that applied, your body starts to like it, because, oh, I don't have to work as hard to produce more speed, and that's what you want to get to.